What's going on, guys? West Bromwich Albion won, Manchester United won, drop points. Gosh, Shane was right. Shane was right. I didn't see this coming. I did not see this coming. West Bromwich Albion. They leak goals for fun. They can barely score. And this is the performance. This is the result. Oh God! I mean, we are on some wretched run of form. Wretched, terrible. I haven't gotten to the game yet, but let me just look at the form we're in because it was all good just a week ago, as they say. Listen, we have drew today, drew with Everton, beat Southampton, drew with Arsenal, lost to Sheffield United. We beat Fulham, drew with Liverpool. So really, since January the 17th, we have won two Premier League games in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 and 7. Oh, that is not good. I mean, testament to the first half of the season while we're still sitting in second place of going in a run of 2 wins and 7. And at the same time, Man City are winning 7 in a row, 8 in a row, 10 in a row. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Shane says, I don't like being right, but I did say you didn't have a good feeling. You're saying Shane was right. Shane was right. Big up yourself, Conrad. OLE, not good enough. Oh, I'm going to get into that. I'll speak about the game first. As we do, this is just what we do. I'm trying to think. I think I just tuned into the game. I was a little bit late. Just tuned into the game. And I see this cross come in. And who is it? Victor Lindesoft getting bullied again. That's what he does. He gets bullied. He gets bullied. And when I did my pre-match, what team did I put? I said Eric Bailly. And I tell you, Eric Bailly would not have been bullied in that manner. We know what kind of football Big Sam's going to play. We know what kind of players he has. We don't need ballers there at the playing out from the back. Granted, Maguire did very well running out from the back all game. But we don't need him and Victor Lindelof. We want to push up high. The game will be played in their half. And anytime we need to recover on a counter-attack, we'll have the pace of Bailly. We got caught on the counter-attack so many times in that second half. We were, as I said in my thumbnail, we're lucky to draw. We are lucky. Yeah, we could have scored. We could have won the game. But we were lucky to draw that game. They had about 3 clear-cut openings, opportunities, chances to get a second goal. And they fluffed their lines. That's why they're at the bottom. They're not that good. Yeah, we were worse. We were worse today. Lindelof first gets bullied. And was it a free kick? Yes. It should have been. It was a foul. That's the fact. It was a foul. But you have to be stronger. You are a defender. You are a centre-back. You don't allow your striker to come across you like that. But he put his hand in his face. It should have been a foul. And we know in recent weeks we've had ridiculous decisions go against us. And it's not vindicating the same way. You see, when we lost to Sheffield United, their goals given, Maguire's penalised for a foul that never happened. Maguire gets penalised for a foul against in the Burnley game. Like, these things are happening ever since Klopp came out and spoke about us getting favourable decisions. We haven't got a favourable decision yet. We haven't even got a good decision about favourable. It was a foul, but Lindelof has to do better. And I partially blame OLE. Lindelof is what he is. That is, we know what he is and what he's not. It's OLE he's picking him. Now, I understand why his go-to centre-back pairing is Maguire Lindelof, because Tuanzebe can't stay fit, and Bailly can't stay fit. Bailly can't stay fit. Tuanzebe hasn't yet proved that he's good enough to play in that position. But the key is Bailly. Bailly cannot stay fit. But Bailly was fit today. And for me, you play Bailly in this game when you're going to have to deal with the physicality and you're pressing high. And you play Lindelof against Real Sociedad, where I guess we're away from home. We might be sitting a bit back a bit, playing on the counter attack. They're going to be less physical. La Liga teams don't generally play like that. Balls in the air, all that kind of stuff. Lindelof will be much more suited to that kind of game, I believe. If you can only play Bailly once a week, which I believe you can. So for me, Solskjaer got that wrong. He got that wrong, and it cost us early on. And it's not. I mean, we may have conceded anyway with Bailly because we tend to concede first, regardless of who's playing. But you put all your things in place as you should, and you see where that gets you. You don't make bad decisions because it's going to go bad anyway. No, you make the right decision and see where it takes you. But anyway, that happens. You have the whole first half to get back in the game. We were shocking. We were terrible. The ball moved the ball slow. There was no energy. West Brom was so comfortable because every time we pass from back or to side, you go, it's so slow. There's no one making runs with us coming deep and going short. Third man runs, McTominay and Fred, or McTominay more than Fred is so deep. I said in my preview as well, we had to go with Van der Beek and McTominay in that middle because West Brom are going to be sitting back. We don't need defensive players. Now, I don't think Solskjaer said to McTominay to sit back as a defensive midfielder. It don't make sense. Why would he suggest that? Because then we saw in the second half, McTominay is getting forward and he's bursting through and we're creating opportunities, creating chances, openings. That's what he should have been doing in the first half. Surely, was that really a tactical decision for them to be the holding midfielders against West Brom? What are you holding? There's nothing to hold. So that first half just kind of passed us by, and in the end we were fortunate to go in at 1-1. I mean, it was a good work goal, good cross from Shaw on the left, another assist against fourth assist in 2021. No, I think he had the most Premier League assists in 2021. So his attacking output and his creativity and his performances just get better and better. Ball drops to Bruno, left foot volley, good goal. Get back in the game. We're like, cool, all right. We ain't played that well, but we're back in the game. We got 60 minutes to win the game now. We didn't do enough. I mean, referee blew up as we were on the counter-attack. I think it was like a 4v2 or 4v1 on the counter-attack. We probably would have scored just before half-time. So that was unfortunate, but it is what it is. Second half, I mean, the first half, to be fair, Maguire was the only one really making penetrative runs from deep. He was just going in. He was the one. I think he created the chance, gave it to Shaw for that cross, but he was the only one getting in around those positions. And you got to look at the likes of. And I know they're playing a bit higher, but the likes of Martial, the likes of Rashford, even though Rashford put in a good few crosses from the right hand side, actually, to be fair to him. People didn't move for a couple of them, flashed across the area, and I think one got hit out for what should have been a corner, but they gave a goal kick. So he actually produced a few crosses from the right, but nobody was running at West Brom. Really, everything was played just in front of them, going side to side to side to side. It wasn't good. Second half was better. We started a bit more on the front foot. And as Nomad said, Greenwood needs to start. And I said again in my preview, Greenwood on the right, Rashford on the left. As Hala Madrid said, Rashford should be on the left, then you fit everyone around that. Bruno in the number 10, Rashford on the left. That's where you play your best players. And you go from there. Now, why would you drop Greenwood? He's been playing well on the right-hand side. Everyone else is uncomfortable on the right. Why would you drop Greenwood? And okay, he played 120 minutes against West Ham. He wasn't the only one. And he's the youngest there. He can play 120 minutes and then play another 90. If you want to rest him against Sociedad. The Premier League is a priority. Yes, the team we had out there still should beat West Brom, but you get the decisions right in the first place. You make the decisions, you make the correct choices in terms of selection first. Win the game early if you can, and then make substitutions. Shane says, Neeks, Let's be honest. Maguire is not. Is Maguire good enough? With the right centre back, he is. Next to Lindelof, no. With the right centre back, we see when he plays with Bailly. We've seen it. I don't even have to explain. When he plays with Bailly, he's like a man possessed. It's a different kettle of fish. Our defense actually looks good when Bailly's there. It's about complementarity. It's about partnerships. You got Maguire, and what you have with Lindelof is Maguire light. You have Maguire light. You make a good point there, Shane. He says, Rashford shouldn't have played on the right, but I think Rashford got worse when he moved to the left. He was actually more creative on the right than he was on the left, which was funny to see. But Greenwood has to start. Greenwood has to start. I think Van der Beek, Greenwood, Bailly would probably win the game. Doesn't excuse the players that are out there. But Fred and McTominay is a partnership. In a game like this, it's a waste of time. It's actually a waste of time. Fred ain't going to pass. He ain't going to score. McTominay ain't going to pass. He can score. There's two chances when the ball fell to Greenwood and keeper made a good save with his right foot and it fell to them, McTominay at the edge of the box, and he shot and it was saved off the line. But other than that, we didn't really create anything. There's a few crosses got whizzed across the box and no one was there to tap it in. Cavani was pretty anonymous, to be honest. There was one chance where there was a left-footed shot that it was kind of an air kick, but he didn't really do anything. Martial was anonymous. It wasn't good. And I said they had about 2 or 3 chances in that second half where Maitland-Niles makes the right pass. Dianya? He has that easy tap in. Luke Shaw. Dianya has a one-on-one chance with David De Gea. Good save from David De Gea, and it gets back on the rebound. Was that a foul on Maguire? Maybe. I would say yes. Yes, it is. But again, he has to be better. He has to be stronger. He has to be more decisive. He's shielding the ball, but there's no communication between him and the keeper. You might as well just pass it back. Pass it back or clear it. But what seems to happen, Maguire doesn't get any fouls. Yeah, he's always penalised for any time he goes up in the box or he gets into a challenge. I'm not blaming the referees, but we're playing so bad, and it's an indictment. We're playing so bad, we have to rely on the referees getting all the decisions right. But what about us? What about our decisions when we get into the final third? We need to get our decisions right first before we think about the referees getting a decision right. We hope they do. But we can't. There was a point where we weren't relying on the referees to get a decision right because we were just playing well. We were getting the results. We were getting the moments. Now we're not playing well. We're not getting the results, and we're not having those moments. 2 wins in 7. Somehow we're dragging ourselves back in to a race for top 4. We're supposed to be comfortably in the top 4. Yeah. I don't know, man. The question is, has Ollie taken us as far as he can? I think I was saying this on the terrace earlier. I'm reading a comment from Shane. He said the game was tailor-made for Tellez. He can cross from deep, I guess. Yeah, because there's no space for Shaw in the overlap. I mean, he got the assist from the overlap, to be fair, but I get your point. Shaw had another good game. Shaw's playing very, very well. Franklin says, what's been up with Bruno lately? He hasn't been playing great. I mean, but he's always effective. Like, regardless of what happens, the man is always involved. Goal or assist, he does his bit. Yes, he can play better, but he does his bit. If everyone didn't play well, but had their moment, whether it's a block, a save, an assist, a goal, we'll be good. But Bruno's the only one that, regardless of how he's playing, he's still stepping up in the moments. No one else is doing that right now. Not even Rashford right now. I know he got his assist against West Ham. I know, but it's reduced the amount. The frequency of him having those moments is reducing. It's reducing. He has to play better. Yusuf says Firmino greater than Martial. Mate, right now I'm better than Martial. Right now. And I agree, yeah, we should rest Bruno for the Europa games. I want a change size in Europe. We can't play the same team on a Thursday and a Sunday. We really can't. The likes of Lindelof and Twanzebe should be playing in Europa, and Bailey. I'm all over the place. Bailly and Maguire should be playing in Premier League. Yeah, Shane. Greenwood done more than he did. He did more than the front three in the less amount of time. Man was going past people. He was coming in. Why did Solskjaer drop him? I don't understand. He deserved, and I tweeted it as the lineup came out. I said, Greenwood deserves to start. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. He's been playing well. He's just getting back into form as well. He's had a poor season, things off the field, on the field. Why drop him in this moment? It didn't make no sense to me. Can't defend that. Erhan says, reactionary emotions back on Twitter. Any realist would have known United's ceiling was second. Agreed. 100%. I mean, let's be honest. Start of the season, no one even thought second was a ceiling. We were thinking third is the ceiling. We finished third last year, closed the gap on Man City and Liverpool, and finished third again. That would be a very good season because Chelsea strengthened massively. So you're thinking that they're going to probably push for third more than we did because of our summer. So let's be honest. The question is, has Solskjaer taken us as far as he can? I think with this current Man United team, Solskjaer's taken us as far as he can. And what I mean by that is we are not going to seriously challenge for major trophies with this team, as in these players, and this manager. It's not. This is as far as he can go. Second place, 10 points off first. That's as far as he's going to go. We're not going to get to within, touching distance with 3 games to go. Proper title race, we're not going to do it. But it doesn't mean it's the end of the road for Solskjaer. No. As long as he gets top 4, hopefully we can win a cup. I don't know. But as long as he gets top 4 comfortably, we know we've got more points than Liverpool as it stands. Hopefully we're not ending up 30 points behind first. Last year we were 33 points. We need to be, I'm saying 10 points more than we got last year. We got 66 last year. I'm looking for 76 this year. That would show progression for me. But for Solskjaer to continue and take us even further, we need better players. Hala Madrid says, we need a starting right winger, a starting centre back, and a starting defensive midfield. 100% correct. Those are the 3 priority positions we need in the summer, starting with centre back. Then defensive midfield, then a right winger. So with this current team, we're not going to go any further. If you thought that Solskjaer could win the league with this team, deluded. You got another thing coming. This team, just be honest, the only managers that could win the Premier League in this season with this team are Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp. That's it. And they're at Liverpool, Man City. So there's no manager out there available in the world who would take this team to a title. So Solskjaer's really getting as much out of it. When I say as much out of it as he can, in terms of league position points, could we be playing better? Yes. Could we play be more consistent? Yes. But nobody's winning the title with this team. We need better players. And when we get those players, then we say, all right, now we've got a title-winning team or a team that can seriously challenge for a top the top honors, Premier League, Champions League. What can you do, Solskjaer? And if he can't do that, then you get the manager. But this team ain't even there, that regardless of who you put in, we're not getting to where we want to get to. We need better players. This summer is so important. But of course, we have to finish this season well. Let me look at some of these comments before I go off. I'm going to be on the Football Terrace at 9 o'clock for that United show, so make sure you check that out. Everyone that's in there at the moment, smash that like button. Hit the like button right now, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Nomad says, I hope this is our bad patch. I mean, I hope so as well. We had a bad patch at the start of the season. Lost 2 out of our first 3 games. Up until pretty much the Arsenal game, form wasn't great. In and out. Draws, losses, wins, like very inconsistent. And then went on that very, very good run. So hopefully this is a bad patch and we can get out of it ASAP. Let me just check our next few fixtures. We have got Sociedad, of course, we know, but in the league, we've got Newcastle at home, Chelsea away, Man City away, West Ham at home, Brighton at home. Not an easy run. Might get some more consistencies. I think might get a couple wins, couple draws, and a loss or something like that. It's not going to be easy. And now we're looking over our shoulder. We're level on points with Leicester. Chelsea could move within 4. I'm not too concerned about Liverpool, Everton, and West Ham right now. What is the Everton score, actually? Because they're playing at the moment. Everton, oh my goodness, they're 1-0 down. Everton are 1-0 down, which is good for us, good for Liverpool. Yeah, I did say earlier, I was like, these teams are not going to win all their games in hand, so we can keep looking at games in hand. I mean, Everton's next game, I think, is against Man City. That's their game in hand. Like, they're not doing that. They're not going to win that, I don't think. Ooh, it's 2-0. Backside. Yeah, so for me, the top 4 positions are between 5 teams. Man City, who are winning the league, Man United, Leicester, Liverpool, Chelsea. And we are 6 points safe in the top 4. So we don't want it to get any worse. We need to just ram home this advantage. We really do. Okay, let me see. Yeah, Shane. Oh, I saw a comment. Shane said we have to be careful of Chelsea and Everton. Not Everton. We don't have to be careful of Everton. I'll get out of that competition to prioritize top 4. Well, listen, for me, I'm saying play your second team. Play your second team, and what happens, happens. If we go out, we go out. If we go through, we go through. When we get to the semi-finals, if we get that far, then you can play a few more stronger players. But you play your second team, and whatever happens, I'm not interested. We need to finish inside that top 4. If you said to me right now, would you rather win the Europa League and finish 6th or finish 2nd or 3rd? I'm taking 2nd or 3rd. I'm not turning. It's not about turning down Europa League trophy, but finishing 6th, and winning Europa League doesn't show me progress. Because last year we finished 3rd. A cup competition is a cup competition. It's sometimes the luck of a draw. It doesn't, we won it with Jose Mourinho. We had one of the easiest runs to a final, including the final, that I've ever seen. Like, it's the Europa League. It doesn't mean, well, you're second kings of Europe. No, I need to see progression in the league. As it stands, I will take top 3, 76 points, as opposed to 6th place in the Europa League. 100%. Because if 6th place in Europa League, I'm not saying sack Solskjaer, but I wouldn't have confidence that he can take us to winning the league. Wouldn't have any confidence if we're going to fall off that far. But some people were like, well, I just wanted a trophy. I just wanted a trophy, and he can show that he can win trophies. No, he shows that we got fortunate in the Europa League. What happened to the league form? That's my focus this season. Premier League is my focus this season. No one wins with that back line. Correct. Let me see. Sorry, what was the question? Abdi says, would you rather have Rio or Keane in this team? Rio or Keane? And it's a good question. I'll take Rio, I'll take Rio. Because Rio's a leader as well. He's a leader and he feels in that position of a quick centre-back that we need. I'll take Rio. Pogba has to leave for big signs to come in. He doesn't have to, but in terms of if the owners were serious, we've got the money, the cash to bring in signings without him leaving. But we know how Glazonomics works. Yes, Pogba's going to have to leave. I don't think even Pep or Klopp could Canberra with them two comedian defenders. I hear you. But if they couldn't, then it just shows that Solskjaer's on a hiding to nothing. He really is. He said the same thing. As much as I love Pep, he can't win the title with United. Klopp maybe, and I get that. I get why you say that. Neeks, there's no chance we are signing a centre back, defensive midfield, and right wing in the centre. Our ball don't spend much this summer. Then we're going to be in the same position a year from now, talking about what we need to challenge for a title. That's it. Yeah, Wilson, we weren't good enough today. Ramsey wasn't able to do a match review for Arsenal, but you lot got your win, 4-2, 4-0 up. You lot must have been crapping yourself thinking, we're going to throw this away. We're going to throw this away. But yeah, Aubameyang hat-trick, Saka diving, but Saka on form. I heard Willian had a stinker. I didn't watch the game. I heard Willian had a stinker when he came on again. But good win. You know, you lot moved up from 11th to 10th. Well done, Wilson. Well done. Which centre back do you want to sign? I want Koundé first. I spoke about this before. I haven't seen enough of either of them. I haven't seen enough, so I'm not even going to lie about that. My concern with Koundé is his height. He's 5'8". He's 5'8". Is that big enough? I don't know how good he is in the air at 5'8", but surely he's going to struggle in the Premier League. Surely. Man City will be very difficult. Man City will be impossible to stop right now. It's done. It's finished. Carlo winds me up with his stupid narrow formations without wingers. He does like a diamond formation. It's a formation that he's played a lot, actually, in his career. There's no Calvert-Lewin. I guess, yeah, because there's no Calvert-Lewin, is there? And to be fair, Coleman and Dino are flying fullback, so it is what it is. I think our Europa League team will play better than our Prem team. Maybe. How do you see the top four playing out? 5th and 6th. Man City first. I'm going Man United second. Chelsea third. Between Leicester and Liverpool for 4th. If Liverpool drop outside the top 4, so 5th will be either Leicester or Liverpool. 6th, I'd like to see West Ham finish 6th. I would like to see that. Is it time to promote Diallo into the first team or just let him develop? I actually said from when he signed, I said, we're not going to see him before the Europa League. I think that's the first time we'll see him. If he's available, I know he was ill, so he didn't even play in the under-23 game, so of course he wasn't on the bench today. If he's fit and ready to go, I would have him at least on the bench against Sociedad, minimum. And I would want to bring him on. Of course, the situation sometimes dictates that, but I want to bring him on in the Europa League. I think that's the best place to blood him right now. Just before we go, make sure you hit the like button. Everyone that's here, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Is there any top manager who will work under this ownership and board? Now, when you say who would work in terms of who would want to work, I think most managers in the world would want to manage Man United, regardless of who the owner and board are. It's a prestigious club, one of the biggest, if not the biggest in the world. And every manager believes in themselves and they believe they can be the one to bring glory and success, etc., etc. Can it work under this board? And so they will always hold back, these managers. If they are to succeed, it will be in spite of the board, not because of. Pep Guardiola, we know he's a great manager, but the board and the owners help facilitate their success, the success of Manchester City. They don't hinder it. The boards of Manchester United, the boards of Arsenal, Spurs, even Liverpool to an extent, they hinder the manager, and the manager has to win in spite of, as opposed to because of. So that's the situation at Man United. But guys, yes, and yeah, 1-1. Make sure you go over to the Football Terrace, 9 o'clock. I'm going to be on the United show there. And I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to be reviewing the West Indies versus Bangladesh Test match cricket series win. Good second test, good win. Nervy but exciting finish. I'm gonna be there, and of course, football dugout tomorrow as well. So go check that out. I'll be there at 8 o'clock. How have we ended up in a race for top 4? I don't know how it's happened, man.